What's the word, y'all? I already know who it is. It's your boy Jay Sean. And welcome back to the Journey channel here with another episode on the Journey podcast. We got episode 12 today. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Welcome back to those who've been tuning in since the beginning, even since the last episode, and welcome to those who are new. Sit back and relax, get comfortable because we got a good topic today. We're going to be talking about the gift of grace. The gift of grace. It's not always a topic that we talk about, but it's something that we need to know as followers of Christ. So I encourage you to stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, comment, show love to the channel so we can keep going up, man. But I peep the love y'all been showing. Just keep showing that love. And we're going to keep going up. We're going to keep rising on this journey together, guys. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So to start off, let's talk about what grace is to begin with. Because there's so many definitions of grace and what we take grace as. But I got to put this out there first. That grace is the basis for the Christian faith. Grace is the reason why we are able to be here still, to be able to get in our word, to be able to pray and have prayers answered, to be able to communicate with God, to be able to be in His presence. Grace is the reason why. Grace is the reason why. But what is the definition? It's a gift from God that is undeserved and cannot be earned. What does that mean if we break down that definition, that grace is undeserved and cannot be earned? If we think about that from God's perspective, think about that from His perspective, that means He sees something in us. Because if He's giving us a free gift that we don't deserve or earn, that means we are worthy of something in His eyes. But why is that? Why do we have grace? And it's not because we are worthy enough by our own works. It's not because our good outweighs our bad. It's not because the things that we do outweigh the things that we don't do, or the things that we stay away from outweigh the things that we partake in. Nah, it's not because of any of that. It is solely because of His love through Jesus Christ, in which He sent His Son to die for our sins, that we may live and be reconciled with Him and have communion with Him, be able to communicate, be able to be in His presence, be able to feel His peace. We are not on this earth feeling Sheol. We are not on this earth feeling hell, because hell is the absence of God's presence. We are able to still live in God's presence while we are on this earth because of His grace. So we got to remember that there is something inside of us. There's a light inside of us that makes us worthy enough to be reconciled with God. You know what I'm saying? We have to remember that. Not by us, but by His own love for us. So guys, we cannot take advantage of that. Nor can we take that for granted. We think that God is something that, or God is somebody that we can push over. No, it does not work that way. And I really low-key want to just get right into the meat and potatoes of this message, because it's something that we need to grasp. And I don't want to sugarcoat it, because we go against God so much and we don't even realize it. But I'm going to start off here. That God withholds His wrath out of His love. We can't get over on God, if that makes sense. He is the one that created us. So why do we have these fantasies about a God that we could just push over? You know what I'm saying? About a chill God that we could just push over. Like, God is not, He does not operate that way. We do not follow a God that we mold in our head to fit our lives. It doesn't make sense. We do not follow a God to fit our lives, and we try to use that as a crutch in society. Just like we try to use the fact that God is this loving, graceful, you know know what I'm saying, peaceful God, but we forget the other side that God withholds from us. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we created God. We didn't create God, but we try to create God in our heads by, like I said, using this imaginary person as a crutch just so we can feel good about our sin. But no, we can't do this because that leads us straight to destruction. Like, what are you living your life for? That's so lukewarm. Like, it's either you obey to the fullest or you don't. It's that simple. And to be honest, in our society today, we lack reverence. We lack the fear of God. We see all these people getting fear God tattoos, and you know what I'm saying? We say verbally that we fear God, we love God, we proclaim him, but we really don't know who God is, because like, he can come back at any time. He can strike us dead at any time. He can pour out all of his wrath on us at any time. Like, we don't get that. We don't get that because we just be so consumed of our own lives. I watched a sermon by Pastor Philip Mitchell, 2819 Church. And he said, if God was to strike people dead right now for every sin that they committed, people would get straight quick. People will straighten up quick. And that is so true. That is so true, because if you think about it, when we were little kids, we would just do bad things, do the stuff that our parents told us not to do while they are not there, right? Most of us don't think God is here, or they probably think, but they don't know that. They don't know that. They don't believe that. Just like the kids. But when we're in the presence of our parents, when we are kids, like, we're not going to do what they told us not to do, because they're going to give us a whooping right then and there. They're going to yell at us right then and there. It's the same thing with God. Like what I just said, if God was to strike people dead right then and there for every little wrong thing that people did, everybody would straighten up. Everybody would straighten up. And that's how you know we take advantage of God's grace. Just because he withholds all of that out of the love that he has for us, we think we could get over on him. Nah, bro. I think as a people, we need to live as if God would strike us dead for every little thing we did wrong, and see, like, the path or the direction we go in obedience and in righteousness. We will start to see a drastic change on how we view life and how we view sin and all of that. But that leads me to my next point. I know a lot of believers and unbelievers, all people today, even the greatest pastors, even the bestest of people, they have this in the back of their head because everybody sins. But they ask, like, why is sin so bad? I ask this question myself because some of the sins that we commit, they don't feel that bad. They don't. Some of them don't even feel bad at all. Like, we ask this question many times: why is sin so bad? I want to answer it. I want to answer it flat out right now. It's because it deteriorates us. And it is so bad because it causes us to rely on something other than God. If we think about all of the sins that we commit, let's say having sex for an example. When we commit these types of things, it's not just for no reason. It's because you want to feel some type of fulfillment. It's because you had a long day and you just need something to run to. But, like, why can't God be that person or thing that we run to? Why can't we go open up our Bibles? Why can't we go get on our knees and pray? Why can't we just go outside and chill and just be present and have a conversation with God? You know what I'm saying? That's why sin is so bad. Because think about it, if you created all these little beings, and you love them so much, and they constantly disobey, 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 and sin against you, and they run to other things that don't love them as much as you do, that would make you mad. That would hurt you. That would hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Before I close, I want to go back to the question of why is sin so bad? Because I don't think we as a people in society understand the severity and urgency of why we sin, because it's almost like it's become a part of who we are and our character. When really it's not. When really it's not. We are all children of God. We are all under a new covenant, under Jesus Christ. We are all blessed, living blessings by the covenant of Abraham. We got to understand that sin really deteriorates us. And as a person who sees all of this stuff, who knows the word and sees all of the actions committed by the world, I see what it does to us. I see the difference between the presence of God and temporary pleasure. It's almost like temporary pleasure is it's a bright yellow feeling that goes away. If you ever seen that video that tries to get people to stay away from drugs, of that duck looking thing who drinks up that liquid and gets a high. He starts flying high in like a bright yellow sky, and it comes down, and he wants that feeling again, and he runs toward some more liquid. He drinks it. He again flies, gets that yellow, bright, high feeling. All of a sudden, he keeps running and running after it, and that high becomes smaller and smaller, and he's not flying the same. And now you can see the wrinkles in his body. You can see what it's doing to him. Now it's black, and he can no longer live without that substance. That's kind of how sin is. We run after it, we long for it. The devil makes it so enticing. The devil makes it seem so good, makes it bright and vibrant, like the things of this world that we see, when really it hurts us. It hurts us so bad. When the presence of God is just like an everlasting breeze that you can't see but you just feel, that does not go away no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation. We need to long for that feeling. And to be honest, it's sad that we keep going the other way, chasing after these temporary pleasures. Like, we are all addicted. We are all addicted, and we just, why do we want to live that way? You know what I'm saying? People that are not of God, I understand, because they long for the world, they want the world. But the people that know that they are called, know that they are saved, stop living like that. Long for the presence of God. Do the things that He wants you to do. I'm not saying cut off all the things that are fun that you do, because not all fun things are sinful. But cut off sin. You know what I'm talking about. You know what is sin. You know the things that you are doing that is wrong. Stop it. Stop it. We have to be violent with our sin. We have to cut it off. We have to stop doing it. Like, who doesn't want everlasting peace in this roller coaster of life? Ups and downs, ups and downs. Who wants to keep going up and down, when you can be here all the time through any circumstance? Man, chase after the peace of God. Just do it. All in all, the grace of God is something that we should respect, something that we should cherish, because it is a gift. Like I said, it's a gift that we don't deserve. We should be thanking Him that He is not striking us dead. You know what I'm saying? Thanking Him that we even get the chance to wake up another day in order to glorify Him, who gives us life. God made us, and He is who He is, and we are in His image. So we should seek to live the way that he intended us to live. At the end of the day, this is all his creation. At the end of the day, we are all his creation, not ours. So why are we trying to live the way that we want to and rebel against the God who created all of us? Like I said, at the end of the day, it is his. It is his world. We got to stop acting so prideful and trying to take control of everything. Live the way he intended us to live, because he's for our favor. He is for our favor. The God of this world, which is Satan, is not in our favor. And he's leading us to destruction by tempting us to sin. Accept the gift of grace. Accept the gift of grace. Thank him. Thank him that we even get to live. You know what I'm saying? Live the way he intended us to live. We gonna feel so much better. You're gonna start to see life from a higher perspective. You're gonna start to see drastic changes in your life, growth-wise, character development-wise, peace-wise. Like I said, you won't be in a roller coaster. Accept the gift of grace. Stop trying to take advantage of God, because you cannot. He created us. So we can never take advantage of him. And stop trying to follow them gods that you create in your mind just to use as a crutch, just to justify your sin. Because in the long run, when judgment day comes, all of those are going to be feeling sorry. All of those, all of you, all of us are going to feel like we wish we did something different. We wish we followed God. We wish we did the things he wanted us to do, live the way he wanted us to live. We don't want to be that way. We want to live how he wants us to live now, so we can reap the benefits in the long run. But that's the end of the episode, man. I truly thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to this important topic of the gift of grace. It's just something that we all need to know, and something that we all need to stop taking advantage of, because we have something great. We have something great with God. We can't be messing that up. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned into the channel for more videos. Y'all truly been showing me a lot of love. Let's keep going up, and I thank y'all. With that being said, we out.